What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Gold State coming at you with a haul video from books I picked up from a dollar bin sale that happened over the weekend. Bunch of filler books, nothing too crazy, but I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go through some that kind of stick out, and show you guys what I picked up from the dollar bin. I was over at a comic shop, Cape and Cowl Comics. It was they had a sale going on there where he had a bunch of it's over in Oakland. He had a bunch of books that he was selling, for like $1, out of his dollar bin. So whatever it was, he had a bunch of boxes. So I skimmed through a bunch. I saw a lot of filler books, and I don't know. I think I'll just take up some of my time with this video and bore the living shit out of you guys with some filler books I have. But they're not really filler books. Some of them stuck out as books that I thought, oh, that was pretty cool to get, and I'm sure you would think the same thing if you were looking through them as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with this is a reader copy. You could tell because the cover's almost falling off. And I found it for $1, in this dollar bin. And I never had this. I've seen this several times before in comic shops when I started collecting comics back in the day. Never really sat back and read it. I don't even know what the big deal is over this whole thing. I mean, James C. Owsley wrote it. Mark Bright drew it. I mean, I'll read it. I mean, it's basic. It's the definitive version of a reader's copy, and it's Spider-Man versus Wolverine. Less than cover price. I got it for $1, so I was pretty stoked about that. So I picked that up. Picked up some other books, but nothing too crazy. I'll probably show you those in a bit. But I just picked this particular copy up just to read it. Nothing where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bag and board it. So, found this one, and that's a trade. And that trade I got for $1. And I figured, what the hell, for a trade paperback for $1, how can you say no to that? I mean, those are some of the best deals. So when you pick up a trade paperback on part of a dollar sale and they're $1, those are the ones that really are some of the cream of the crop, in my opinion. And so, and it's actually in pretty good condition. I mean, it's in good condition. There's a couple nicks here, on the bottom, but whatever. It makes for good reading, So I'm looking forward to reading those books. And what else? Oh yeah, in case you guys didn't notice, I'm editing video for something else in the background, so I like to keep it real. I don't want to pull it down or anything like that. But picked up some Incredible Hulks, some of them in the 400s, like 429. Some 430, some 409, some Gary Frank stuff. Gary Frank is not overrated. Gary Frank is underrated as an artist, in my opinion, because he had to follow that big show. This is 410 of Dale Keown. Before Dale Keown started doing books that were late for Image, late books for Image. So not all these are Gary Frank stuff, but a lot of them are just filler books, like I said. Some 363 of the Incredible Hulk, 423 of Incredible Hulk with Hela, and I know a lot of you guys aren't from the Bay Area, but sometimes when you see old comic book stickers, price stickers, like this one's from an old comic book store called Comics and Comics from back in the day. It was back when I first started collecting comics, and just seeing that label on there really just brings it back for me, and I love that. Love seeing stuff like that. 408 of Incredible Hulk. I picked that up. What else was there? Another filler for $1. It was 320. I just picked up a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot. I would say the price came out to $80, so I picked up a lot of these filler books, like the Incredible Hulk here with the Walt Simonson work here. To count down 4, 3, 2, 1. The Abomination. That's issue 364, and that was pretty cool to pick up. This one I loved. I couldn't believe I found this one. This one stuck out. DC and Marvel presents Batman versus the Incredible Hulk. That might be. I may have already shot my load with this video because that might be the cream of the crop of what I picked up. That was really, really cool. I'm looking for, talking about when it comes to reading, just reading books, that might be the one I'm just going to sit back and read. This one I picked up, which I totally forgot even came out, was Backlash and Spider-Man. I think everyone forgot about this one. But Spider-Man's, you think about it, it goes back to that whole thing of Spider-Man is pretty much everywhere. Not even just the Marvel Universe, just everywhere. So Spider-Man was an Image doing, let me see, part 1, part 2. So I got the whole two-parter by Brett Booth and Sean Ruffner. Yeah, I just said, why not? It's $1. It's less than cover price. I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, I forgot about it. I may have bought that and then sold it. I can't remember, but I figure why the hell not. Picked up Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and the Watcher. That's got to be a team up. I'm sure there's awkward conversations there. I also picked up a couple more Hulk issues. Hulk number 432, 412. Like I say, Gary Frank is an underrated artist. Actually, that's not Gary Frank. But still, he did a lot of 400s. 362 with Werewolf by Night was in this one. This cover killed me. Incredible Hulk 279. This is like Happy Hulk, for crying out loud. So this is what acceptance feels like. I mean, that is so funny. Just look, this cover might be one of the funniest looking Hulk covers I've ever seen. Like, he just wanted, like, his entire life, the Incredible Hulk just wanted to be accepted. That's it. The guy wanted to be loved. That's it. He just wanted a hug. Give the guy a hug. And all of a sudden he won't be so angry anymore. Oh, God. What else did I pick up? Let me see. Picked up Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Kitty Pryde. I got an Amazing Spider-Man filler, the Hulk. And those late Amazing Spider-Mans, man, I gotta tell you, that's redundant. Amazing Spider-Man's, man. Those Bagley issues were, the Mark Bagley run was very, very good. Another underrated run. Mark Bagley had to follow Todd McFarlane, and he had to follow up Eric Larson. So, don't, like if you're a fan of Larson and McFarlane, don't knock Mark Bagley. Mark Bagley was a really damn good artist for that title. He did some great stuff. Talk about, like I said, very underrated. I'm not sure how long he did that run for Spider-Man, but he did some really good stuff, man. And I loved his work, Bagley just, like the writing, the writing wasn't all that great, but still, like Mark Bagley, in my opinion, was up there with, like, say, was up there in that run. Not as an artist, but in that run. Held his own, like McFarlane did and like Larson did. They just kicked ass. So, picked that up. And, I don't know. Hopefully I can get some more, and complete that run. Some more Hulks. I picked up some of these. These weren't the greatest artistic work of the Hulk, except for Mike Deodato, who, Deodato is one of the best Hulk artists. Picked up some Fairest, which I'm not too familiar with. All I know is that Adam Hughes did the covers for these. I don't like them, so I picked those up. This cover was okay. Also, another Incredible Hulk filler, and got into a few things. What else did I get? I grabbed the What If for $1, and got some Fantastic Four fillers, which I'm still working on trying to complete that collection. Not in the greatest condition. Had a Batman Adventures number 25 in that pile, so I picked that up. And then, what else did I get? This one's going to be hard to pull up on video, but you might be able to see it depending on the light. Batman Night Cries by Archie Goodwin and Scott Hampton. And that I got for $1. And Scott Hampton is a very underrated artist. This is like an underrated haul. Let's put it like this, guys. I mean, like Bagley and Gary Frank and Scott Hampton. Scott Hampton, look up his art. He's a very good artist, especially when it comes to something like Batman. Very good work. Love it. So, picked that up. Also, picked up some, from that whole sale, I picked up some Justice League of America. Now, these aren't just any Justice League. These are Justice League I picked up that were done by Adam Hughes. For $1. They're $1. So, I picked up that one, 38. A lot of Hughes work, which I saw, and I said, why not? I have to grab this stuff. Because I used to have it and I sold it. And to get it back for $1 each, even though it's like cover price, was kind of cool. So it sets you back, you know, just seeing all that action, you know. I mean, not all of it's by Adam Hughes. Some of it's by Mike McCone, you know, and I don't know. For the most part, Adam Hughes did a great run, and I loved his work in this, you know. So I'm not speed hauling it like I did before, guys. I just felt like talking through it and saying why the hell not, you know. Yeah, this is back when Guy Gardner was, I guess, quote unquote, the man around here. But he was, you know, he was okay character back then. What else I picked up? I'm almost done with this haul, guys. Let me see. Wonder Woman, some John Byrne, Wonder Woman, Against Apocalypse. What else is there? John Byrne's Wonder Woman guest starring The Flash. Also, another Wonder Woman. There's a lot of words. Another Wonder Woman book, Our World's at War. Great Jay Lee cover. Love that cover. It's a kick-ass cover, in my opinion. I mean, you might think differently, but I think that's a really cool cover. I got another Hulk 422, another Gary Frank title. You know, like I said, Gary Frank was a hard act. He had a follow Dale Keown. And if you look at his work nowadays and, like, you know, doing variant covers for Action Comics, the guy does great work. JLA Classified, guest starring Power Girl. Got that one for $1. Found Batman Annual number 13. That's a really cool looking cover. I like that cover a lot. Just for the hell of it, just for the sake it was there. Batman Houdini, The Devil's Workshop. It's an Elseworlds title. I just picked it. I figured why not, you know? So I picked that up. Superman Adventures number 1. I'm probably not going to finish the whole series on that. Who knows? If it's there, I'll pick it up at some point. So I picked that up. Also picked up another filler here, you know, of Amazing Spider-Man number 513 by Deodato Jr. and J. Mike Straczynski. And let me see, I'm almost done here, guys. I don't want to bore you to death. That's why I'm kind of going through these pretty fast. Not too fast for you. Hopefully it's not too fast. It's okay. I can slow down. Death Blow, the black cover, number 1. I'm not sure if that completes my collection, but I used to have these. I used to sell a lot of Image stuff away because, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying I made a mistake selling them, but I wouldn't mind getting them back for a cheaper price. So that was number 1. Let me see. Brigade number 4. Picked that up. Picked up Eternal Warrior number 7. I'm not sure, but this is the first appearance of somebody. And that's why I picked it up. I forgot why. I can look it up. I'm sure I'll be kicking myself when I realize, oh yeah, I picked up the first appearance of somebody. This one I picked up because of the movie, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna read these. This is back in that whole reader copy pile for me. But I picked this up. I Am Legend, Book 1. I Am Legend, Book 2. And then, of course, Book 3. And then Book 4. You know, I figured just, you know, like, the Will Smith movie was good. I never read the books on this. So, I mean, this is in comic form, clearly. So, I figure why the hell not? I gotta, you know, pick these up and give them a shot. A couple of Avengers issues. You know, like 56, which is actually 471. And 55, which is actually 470. It looks like, speaking of which, they are going to the legacy numbering again for Marvel. According to Four-Way Flashers and comic fan Joe over from All About Comics. You guys got to check out their channel. They do. They're a little off and on when it comes to like when they're doing their shows. Sometimes it's on a Saturday and sometimes it's on a Sunday, but it's definitely on a weekend. So I'll leave a link in the description. You guys should check those guys out. Give them a sub. Really, I mean, you don't have to, but I watch them. So if I watch them, maybe you should watch them. Anyway, so they were talking about one of the things that I didn't know, and they mentioned it on their shows, that Marvel is going to be going back to legacy numbering. So I don't know what that's going to do for the Marvel Universe. I mean, we'll see how long they do it for, because, I mean, apparently they've done it before, and then they rebooted everything, and it's like a pain in the ass. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just picked these up. Avengers issues. Why not? And we're almost done, guys, because last I got here are some Daredevils. Yes, I did say Daredevils, one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. So I picked up 224, The Wrath of Centurion. It's kind of crazy how these characters that Daredevil faced, you know, in his run of comics. 225, where he faced the Vulture. We got a 246, where you faced Chance, or worked with Chance. I never read this issue. And also 242. Pretty cool looking cover. Caviar Killer still at large in the city. Also, got a 235. These are not in order, guys. 235, you know, with Mr. Hyde. And, of course, one of my favorite runs of Daredevil of all time was the John Romita Jr. run, where he had so many good issues. This one in particular, Daredevil faces Bullet. Also, Daredevil faced Mephisto. He had to deal with Mephisto. Yes, that Mephisto. And that's issue number 280. And, yeah, I still stand by it. I love Frank Miller's run, you know, what he did on, you know, in Daredevil back then. My opinion, I think Ann Nocenti and John Romita Jr. knocked it right out the park. They did in my opinion, I think they did a better run. But that's me. I mean, I'm probably the outlier in that one. So anyway, guys, that's it. Yeah, like I said, I was over at the comic shop, picked up some dollar books because they had a sidewalk sale going on. A friend of mine told me about that. Little birdie told me about that. You know, and I figure, why the hell not? But I'm gonna let you guys go. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Also, don't be shy to like this video. You know, I don't mind a like. And also, if you have just subscribed, welcome to the party, pal. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.